All right, well, I'm back, and one of the things that I've learned with YouTube experience is that doing something relatively simple when you're running a camera by yourself is not so simple anymore. And the reality is, these came out really good, but they could have come out better. And what I should have done is, as soon as I stuck the stuff on there, I should have went, whoa, this fire is too hot, and backed off. This fire is right, I can hold my hand there, and right about there it starts to burn me. This fire is right where it should be to do this now. When you do a video, you don't want to show up with like a half-cooked one of these, and then be like, yeah, I'm starting right now, you know. So once I started, I didn't want to stop. But in spite of the fact that one or two of them got a little bit too black, or I wouldn't even say too black, I like them that way, but they're blacker than I'd want to present them to somebody. This came out well, and I figured we'll go ahead and we'll try this, and I will tell you exactly how to make these. We'll go ahead and do that instead of doing another video on that. But let's give this a taste test first and a doneness test. Okay, it's completely cooked through. You probably can't see it that far away, but I want you to see the beautiful peppers and stuff in here. So look at that. See the jalapenos and all that are in there, and this is just beautifully done. Let me give it a try. I hit it for a couple minutes, rotating them back and forth, doing like 2 at a time with this mixture of the rum and honey and fish sauce. And I wish you could have smelled that. When the honey hit and a little bit went down in the coals, it was like heaven coming up out of there. Let's see how this is. I'm proud of myself. First time I've cooked on this tool this way. And that's just fat. I mean, it's absolutely fabulous. A little bit spicy. The jalapenos that are in there have the seeds and the pith. Because Dorothy's not here, so I don't have to worry about it being too spicy. I like spicy things. So let me tell you exactly how I make these. I take about a pound of ground lamb, and to that I add about 6 jalapenos. Now, the ones you get at a store are like that big. The ones I grow are like that big. So probably 3 if you get them store-bought. Since I grow them, you notice they were red. I like them red. I use about a tablespoon of dehydrated garlic and about a handful, I'm not like a recipe cook, about a handful of dehydrated onions. The reason I use the onions and garlic is some of the other things are a wet ingredient. And when you do that, what happens is you end up having to add breadcrumbs to pull it together. When you do this, I have to add maybe a tablespoon of breadcrumbs, so this stays very, very paleo for me. So I only had to use about a tablespoon of breadcrumbs. Cumin and paprika are my 2 go-to spices for this dish right here. So again, we've got garlic, we've got onion, we've got cumin, we've got paprika, we've got a little bit of breadcrumbs. Again, about a tablespoon. We've got garlic and onion. Dehydrated fresh would work just as well. And we've got a good size amount. And it would be, I could hold the jalapenos that go in there chopped up finely in a little hand, you know, my hands about like that would hold the amount that they look like when they're whole. I mix that up. To that I add fish sauce and Worcestershire. And if I'm doing them on a grill where I've got more control, I was afraid of burning with how hot this thing burns. I usually add a little bit, like just a couple dashes of rum and about 2 tablespoons of honey, and I mix that up, and I just keep adding breadcrumbs until it's a consistency that works. But here's the thing: the dehydrated onions and the dehydrated garlic, great preps to have in your prep storage, but because they're dehydrated, I don't rehydrate them. I put them in there dry. They pull a lot of that liquid and they hold that liquid. They make great flavor. So when you mix it up, if it looks a little wet, instead of keep adding breadcrumbs to it, set it aside. Give it 15 minutes. Come back to it, mix it again. And that's when you'll find you have to add very few breadcrumbs to kind of pull it together the last bit. And then cook it on a grill over a slower heat than this is generally how I do it. The gas grill's great. The charcoal's great with indirect heat. This, you could do indirect heat, but you couldn't make maybe 6. Thinking about it again, another way I could have done this a lot better on camera is to cook like 2 or 3 instead of 6 of them on camera and cook the other ones. But I wanted to knock it all out. But again, these are awesome. This tool is awesome. And if any of you have any resources to learn more about cooking with this traditional tool, I'd like to hear from you what they are. You can't put links in YouTube, so you can do it on my blog. thesurvivalpodcast.com would be another way. Or you can just spell it out in the YouTube comments, and I'll check it out. And we'll be doing more with rocket stoves. We'll be doing more with the sun oven. We'll be doing more with the Jamaican Coal Pot. And maybe we'll just do some more with some basic grilling. These are all ways to cook that even if the grid's down, we can still cook, we can still eat well. And remember, cooking's a life skill, and if you're part of a prepper group and you can make this, you are a valued part of that prepper group. This has been Jack Spirko with another Survival Podcast video series.